Okay, it's Friday and it's July 18th, and this is Weather Outlook. And weekend weather is, let's say, so-so. Now, I'm doing this around 5 o'clock, so depends on when you watch this. But these are your temperatures around 5 o'clock, and you can see southeastern Pennsylvania is in the low to, say, close to mid 80s. Delaware, South Jersey, mid 80s. As you go further to the north and west, temperatures are basically in the 70s. So it wasn't a bad day. Be honest with you, it felt better this morning than this afternoon, and the humidity kind of picked up a little bit this afternoon. Um, right now, again, this is 5 o'clock on Friday. Got a few showers here. You don't see those heavy downpours that we've been watching. Those are south of Pennsylvania, as you can see. Maybe a couple stray ones. This would be around midnight, just outside of York and Harrisburg. The other ones are further south. As you can see, let's move this a little bit ahead, and you can see they kind of just stay down there. But it's an area of rain more than just a front now. This is clouds and showers and maybe a heavier one mixed in. It's around 2 o'clock tonight or going into Saturday morning, and you can see as we go further through the night. This is 3, 4, 5. There's 6 o'clock in the morning, and you can see the showers are basically Reading, Allentown, and then south and southeastern PA, and then they move off into New Jersey. This is around 9 in the morning. They're kind of dying out here towards Berks County, Lebanon County, and they're working their way out here towards Bucks County, Montgomery County. They're heading out this way, and eventually they will work their way into Jersey. This would be around noontime. Here's 11. Here's 12. So as you can see, Eastern PA, at least the southern half of Eastern PA, going to have sprinkles and showers with some clouds, and that in turn is going to bring your temperatures uh, down. Okay, now you can see out in Pittsburgh, we know it's sunny, so they're into the low 80s, mid 80s, and as you go towards the eastern part of the state, temperatures are in the 60s, 64 here in Mount Pocono. This is again around 3 in the afternoon. And you can see down here 70s down in Jersey, kind of cool along the coast. Delaware also in the 70s. Just outside of New York, Philadelphia here, temperatures are in the 60s in the afternoon. And you'll see as we go through it doesn't really get any better. This takes you to around 5. Here's 6 o'clock. Here's 7 o'clock. Here's 8 o'clock. Here's 9 o'clock, and look at these temperatures up here. 60s, still hanging on, 63. So as we go overnight and we get into Sunday morning, it doesn't really drop much because of the cloud cover that we had, but the rain does clear, and here's what she looks like around 2 o'clock in the morning, Saturday night into Sunday. And you can see scattered showers across the state. So that's why your temperatures are low. And as we move into the morning hours, here's around 5 a.m. We have a front coming through here now, and it's got some thunderstorms attached with it. Nothing heavy that I can see yet. This takes you to around 7 in the morning. There's some off the lakes up here in Erie, and then there's down here south, down the Mason-Dixon line down here where they kind of hang out. But if you look up here, it's forming a front. This is around 9 o'clock. You can see that line up here. It's not a big front, but there's a line of showers, probably a little bit of wind, a couple of thunderstorms break up, especially as you get later in the afternoon. This would be around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, 5 o'clock. You can see they're a little heavier in the east here. We move this to 7. This is 8 o'clock right here, and they're down by Philadelphia and heading into Jersey, and they've cleared the state by then. And then they just kind of work their way off. And this takes you to 10 o'clock Sunday night, and they're pretty much gone out of the way. And just a couple of sprinkles and showers left behind. Sunday's high. Early afternoon, these temperatures climb into the 80s and all these darker colors here. Mid 80s down here by Wilmington. Philadelphia, you've gone from the overnight lows in the 60s to back into the 80s, and you can see where that front is at. It really works its way from north of Binghamton, north of Elmira, and then works their way past Bradford and down here, and it's just north of Pittsburgh. And you can pretty much see that line with the temperatures. And then as it moves, you can see the line going right across, and it's just pushing that hot air out of the picture. Now, this is around 6 o'clock Sunday evening. North Jersey for 60s, northeastern PA 60s, mostly heading out towards Pittsburgh. It's 60s to low 70s, and that warm air down here is being pushed, but it's still in the 80s, Reading and south, and then it kind of gets pushed out. This is around 8 o'clock Sunday night, and you can see it's clearing away, and so are the showers, and the temperatures are pretty cold. Now, look right up at the top here. There's a 57 at 11 o'clock Sunday night. So cooler. All right, we'll look more out into next week. The long range forecast temperatures are pretty much normal to eventually in Pennsylvania, they'll go below normal for a week or two before they into August. And it usually kind of does that. But if you notice, the days are getting shorter. So that's about it. Okay, talk to you tomorrow. Everybody be safe.